Now to small business under siege here in New York. Even as some businesses struggle to survive with restrictions, amusement parks in New York have been entirely shut down for months. Now one park owner is facing a potential lawsuit from his landlord. Here now, Safari Adventure owner Daniel Antoniou. Daniel, great to see you. Why don't you briefly describe to me what the lawsuit is about, and then we'll talk about some of the struggles that you've seen throughout the year.
Sure. So July 4th, July 8th, around that time, there was phase 4, right? And we actually wanted to get caught up with rent for one of our landlords because he's struggling as well. So we sent him tens of thousands of dollars, unforgivable, because only a certain percentage is forgivable via PPP loan. So July comes and goes, and we are kept shut because we were expecting to open, caught up with rent. And now we are on to December, and we have not been able to pay rent since. So we have received multiple letters informing us that he will be filing a lawsuit if we do not comply and get caught up. But we can't just go and dig up $100,000 to get caught up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a lot of money. And as you said, the PPP has restrictions and it can't necessarily all be used for rent. And this is a problem that we've been hearing about a lot. Obviously, the landlords have to pay their mortgages and pay for the properties, but you guys are struggling and there's literally just no business. And frankly, you don't know when the end is in sight.
No, that's one of the biggest issues. So we've been asking for guidance for almost a year now, if you think about it, right? 10 months. With no luck. We attempted to open in October, safely, very safely. We have a whole binder for reopening. And it was listed that we could reopen on the New York Forward website under our tax code. But within weeks, we had a consumer affairs official come with a fire marshal, serve all 3 locations a cease and desist letter with a threat of $15,000 per day if we did not comply. Obviously, we had no choice. We had to shut down again after only opening, I think it was maybe 3.5 weeks. So no guidance whatsoever. We emailed constantly, county, state, nothing from the officials. Senators, Congress, they just pushed up the ladder, and it all comes down to Governor Cuomo. It's his decision, and we cannot get one from him.
Daniel, what happens next to your business? I mean, how much longer could you possibly survive like this? Because I'm looking at the timeline and saying, you know, they're not talking about vaccines to the general public until maybe mid-2021. Can you make it that long?
Yeah, so it's going to be heavily dependent on 2 factors, our landlords and our lenders. And 2 of the 3 landlords have been phenomenal and with a great relationship. The third one is putting some pressure, rightfully so. He's in the right to do that. He's struggling himself, maybe, so I can't hold that against him. The other factor is the lenders, and we have great relationships with our lenders, and they are willing to work with us and get us through to as long as we need to, from my understanding. So if all stays in that sense, if it all goes that way, then yes, I think we can get through mid-2021. I hope not. It should be earlier than that, but that's besides the point.
We wish you the best of luck. We've heard so many of these stories, small businesses just like yours struggling because of the lockdowns and just looking at the road ahead and hoping there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We'd love to have you back on and talk more about it, but we wish you good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Daniel. All right. Could the corona